Today, I'm recording my 125th video. When I started this journey almost 8 months back, I had no idea that I would get to this stage. And I was reflecting on what is it that got me here? What is it that helped me make 125 videos and I will be making them continuously in the future too? What is that one thing? That is what I'll be sharing with you in today's video. Stay tuned. Tom Clancy said, an overnight success is 10 years in the making, and he could not have said it in a better way. Many times we look at successful people, people who have done something truly remarkable in their lives, and we think, oh, that person got lucky, or that they achieved success so fast. When in reality, the truth is that the journey began way before the world recognized them, way before they found the success that they were aiming at. And it is absolutely true that an overnight success does take 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years to form. And what is it that happens in those 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 years that makes that overnight success? Because if a person just gets lucky over one night and gets that success, it won't always be there for long. True sustainable success comes as a result of all the things that happen in those years. And so, what is it that makes those years special? What is it that makes those years count and that leads to that overnight success? Well, it is consistency. And when I began this video, I talked about how I made 125 videos over the past 8 months, with this being the 125th one. And that is what the secret is. That is what the one thing is, consistency. Now you might think, yes, this is pretty common, Prabhsimrat. So why is consistency important? And that is because just like money compounds in the financial markets, our efforts also compound over time when we do them consistently. The problem with a lot of us is that we put in a lot of efforts. We are very hardworking, but we are not strategic in that. We don't do it in the right way. We don't do it consistently in just one thing to get the results that we are aiming at. We try something, we do it for a week, for a month, we see I'm not really getting any results, and then we give up. Then we pick up something new, we put our efforts in that, we give that up. That is not the way we move towards success. The way we move towards success is with consistency, and that is what this graph will explain you that you can see on your screen. When you start out, you are just at this level, at this small level. But when you move to the next month, you are not just starting over again. You have this much effort, this much practice, this much little expertise, and then you are adding on top of that. And then in the next month, you are not just at this level, you're adding on top of that level. Then in the coming month, you're adding on top of that, on that, on that. And then all of this is what gives you the ultimate results. And this is where consistency is important. When you start out, you'll see that the graph is pretty flat, it is taking time. But then when you see your efforts compound over time, when you see your efforts grow as one block on other, as one block on the other, then you will get the results you desire, then you will get the success that you desire. And that is why consistency is important. Just like we build any house, we have to bring and lay that first brick, then another one on top of that, then another one on top of that. Success is built like that, brick by brick, step by step. And when you do that consistently, you get the results. But now the question is, how do you stay consistent? How do you keep that motivation alive? How do you keep that fire alive within you? Because many times, after a few times, like after a few weeks or so, that motivation dies out, that drive dies out. So what is that we can do to become more consistent and actually get all of these compounding results? Well, that's what we learn now. The first and the most important thing that we need to do to become more consistent is to get clarity on the end result. Is the thing that you're working towards, is the thing that you want to be consistent at really worth it? We have to reverse the process. We have to question the thing that we are doing, because oftentimes we aimlessly head into just one direction and then feel that we aren't getting the results that we wanted. And the reason behind that is that we never clarified the results that we wanted from the thing that we were doing. And when we don't have that clarity of those results, then we will not get the things that we want to. And so the first and the foremost thing is to clarify what kind of end result are you seeking, what is the outcome that you want. And when you have that clarity, when you chart out a plan for that, you will be able to be consistent at it. Why? Because you will know that you are heading in the right direction. You will know that the results will take time. You will have to put in a lot of effort, but you will be able to get there. And this then leads us to the second point, and that is pick your battle. Notice I did not say battles, and that is the most important thing. Decide and be consistent at just one thing at a time. If you've decided that, okay, I want to become consistent in reading books, just pick up that one thing first, become consistent in that, and then add to it. Because what we often do is that we have so many things on our list. We say, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this too. So many things we add to our list. And then what happens is that list itself confuses us. We thought putting that out would give us clarity, but because there are so many items on that list, it confuses us a lot. We don't know what to take action on, we don't know how to start off on it, and that then leads to inaction and confusion. That is not what we have to do. Pick up just one main thing, one thing that interests you, that you are truly passionate about. Don't do it because other people are doing it or because it is cool. Do it for your own self, and that is another main secret to being consistent. If you focus on the things that you are interested in, that truly generate a spark in you, that is when you will be willing to be consistent at it. Otherwise, no matter how much other people say, do this, do that, you will not be consistent at it, you will not get the results. And this takes us to the next point, that is, keep your eye on your why. Always keep reminding yourself of your purpose. There will be times where you will feel, I'm just not feeling it today. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. And that is your mind playing games with you. Your mind is saying, oh, you've done very well, but let's just take a break. What is the problem? Your mind is trying to coax you in that. But when you remind yourself of your purpose, the reason why you started continuously, day in, day out, you will always keep your eye on that. You will always know, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the reason why I'm doing it. This is what motivates me. And then you won't need any external motivators to be consistent. You won't need anybody else to push you or to do something. Your purpose itself will keep reminding you, inspiring you to be better, achieve better, and be consistent at whatever it is that you are pursuing. The fourth way to be more consistent is to make those things mandatory. Our mind is wired for short term pleasure, and being consistent in the long term, in difficult things, especially the things that require a lot of effort, is very difficult. And so we have to tame our mind. We have to use this thing in such a way that there is no choice left for our mind but to do it. The main reason why we fall off the wagon, fall off the consistency, is that there are other options. Our mind knows that, okay, you're recording this video, you could be doing this, but you could also be watching that episode on Amazon Prime. You could also be watching that Netflix series. Whatever it is, there are more attractive and enjoyable things for the mind to do at that moment. But what if you could train your mind in such a way that in that moment there is nothing else that you could do except that the one thing that you're trying to be consistent at? And that is what the key here is, making it mandatory, not optional. Build a schedule, build things in such a way that your life revolves around that main thing instead of trying to fit that main thing into your life. Because that way it will take the back step, it will take the side step, and then it will become optional. Then you will be more likely to put it off. Personally, how I have done it is that it is my core work to record videos, to write my blog post, and to do all of those things. And it is mandatory for me to do so. If I decide, okay, in this time I'm going to record my videos, there is nothing else that can happen in that time, regardless of whatever happens. I will be recording my video, I will not get distracted. And because my mind knows that, okay, there is no option left now, we have to comply with him, we have to comply with the orders that he's giving. Mind complies, the mind will comply. And then you will be able to be consistent. Make it mandatory, don't make it optional, make it something that you cannot avoid, and then you will start being more consistent at it. And this now leads us to the next point, and that is activation energy. What does this mean? The more time and the more effort and the more energy that is required to activate or start something, the more likely we are to procrastinate in that. And so it is important to design our environment, design our surroundings in such a way that it is very easy to step into action, to take action. So, again, giving my example of how I was consistent in my videos, I have this room where I just record my videos and do my work. All my lights, my mic setup, my camera setup, almost all of the times they are in the same place where they should be for recording the video. And so, all that I have to do is plug in those things, set up the mic a little bit, and I'm ready to go. That's all that it takes. And because that activation energy is very low, I don't procrastinate. I'm like, how much time will it take? Less than 5 minutes. Just set it up, get that video done, record that video. And that is how we should proceed. And then finally, the last point is that it is okay if you fail. It is okay if you fall off the wagon. It is okay if you are not able to maintain that consistency. But it is not okay to be there and let the wagon go by, let everything go by. Imagine something like this that happens. You go to a bus stop, but you reach a little bit late and the bus has gone by. Now, what will you do? Just sit there and cry and be in guilt that, oh my god, I missed the bus. I don't know what will happen now. Or you will see which bus is leaving in the next 5 minutes and hop on that. Obviously, you will do that, right? And so, do the same thing. When you fall off the wagon, when you fall off from your consistency, it is okay. We have those misses in life. We are human after all, right? Those things will happen. But don't sit there and cry. Get back, run behind that bus, or catch the next one that will take you to the same destination. Get started again. And that is how you maintain consistency, and that is how you will get the compounding results in your life that will give you the success that you desire. Again, I'm repeating the quote that I said in the start. An overnight success is 10 years in the making. For you, this could be 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years also, who knows. But if you know what your purpose is, if you have full clarity on that, if you constantly remind yourself of that, and you're willing, you're dedicated to get that done, you feel excited, you feel happy, you will be consistent, you will be regular, and you will have that compounding work for you. Have trust in the process, hold the vision that you're going towards, and the results that you will get will be miraculous. Remember, you are limitless, you are awesome, and you will rock the world. Thank you very much for watching this video.